Hello everyone. In today's video, we'll be diving into the tag templates in JavaScript, exploring their advanced uses and learning how to take complete control on how our string template literals are parsed. While simple string interpolation with template literals is very common practice in JavaScript, sometimes we need more complex functionality that requires more than just substituting dynamic values in string. This is where tag functions comes in. Uh, so tag functions are essentially a function whose first argument is an array of string values followed by number of arguments related to the expression contained within the template literals. So this allows us to manipulate the template literals values and structure in a unique and powerful way. So let's explore this capability through a practical example. So let's take a normal example of normal string literal first. So let's say I have something called amount. Let's say I have 19.9 noun, and let's say I have a currency. Let's say I have USD. Now let's say I want to have a currency formatter where I say I have a template literal. I'll say something like let's say the price of this item is dollar amount in this currency. So if I just go ahead and console log at this point of time, let's see what do we get. So if I just save it, I'll open the terminal and I'll say node tag templates, and we'll get this message: the price of this item in is this in USD, right? Now let's say I have a use case where I want to attach the currency symbol uh, in this string, and I want to have that dynamically, and that should be determined from the currency that I have. If I want to do that, how can I do that using tag functions? So let's see. What I'll be instead doing here is I'll go ahead and create a tag function. Let's call it formatter. Now the first argument that it will receive is array of strings, and this will be actually passed as the parts from here, the string parts from here. So ideally in this case we'll have these strings received as part of this array. So we'll console log and we'll see, and the second part will be all the values that we are passing in here. So at this point of time, just go ahead and let's log these two values. So let's log our strings and values. We'll do just this, and we'll call our function here, formatter this and this, console.log. Okay, and if this point of time, if I go ahead and run my code, I'm actually returning nothing. Let's return something from here just to see this, if this is working. Save it, run this. Okay, so we are getting something back, but if you see the value in our array of strings, we have this string which is having all the string parts, and then in value you'll see the values that we are passing, we are receiving here. So this is the value for amount, and this is the value for currency. So now let's modify our return statement so that we have our desired output. So ideally what we will do is the way it will work is, let's say I have my first is strings of 0, let's say. So I'll get this part of my string, and then I need the amount, right? So the amount is let's do one thing for now. What I can do is I can also change it like this, amount and currency code. For this use case it will be easy for us. So let's say I have the amount, I'll get rid of this. Current is this is, sorry, this is my amount, and then I'll have my string at first index, which is n, and then I want my currency code. Now all I want is I want to attach my currency symbol over here before amount. So let's write a function for that. Let's get the symbol. So to get the symbol I'll be using intl API. So let's say new intl dot number format, and I'll pass the locale as enus, we'll want it in English, and then the second parameter will have the style, and style would be currency, I can say, and then I'll have to pass the currency code. So that will be currency, and that we are getting as our third argument over here, and then we'll need to format it, and after formatting we need to pass the actual amount. So we'll pass the amount, let's save it, and once I have my symbol I'll go ahead and add it just before my amount. So I added it. Now if I go ahead and run this code, you're seeing I am getting a dollar symbol over here. Okay, now my values are also changed here because I don't need the amount here anymore because I'm already formatting that amount there. So I'll go ahead and save this, run it again, and now we are getting the right value here. Let's try to change the currency. Let's say it's INR. I'll clear this, save this, and run it again, and now I'm getting a rupees symbol over here. So yeah, this is how you can use tag functions to perform more complex operations. If you have any use case, for most of the cases normally string interpolation is fine, but if you have some complex use cases where you want to take control of how your string should be passed, then you can go ahead with tag functions. That's all for today. Do let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you.